Hello students, welcome to Math 172 WA, online Precalculus Trigonometry. My name is Gloria Johnson and I'll be your instructor this semester. The purpose of this video is to point out some important features of Moodle and MyMathLab to get you off to a good start in the course. So let's start with our class Moodle page. Up at the very top, underneath of the name of the class, you will see a MyMathLab course ID number. You will need this number as well as an access code to set up your MyMathLab course for this particular class. Also in this block, you'll see something labeled Course Announcements. Whenever I need to send out information for the entire class, it will be posted in these course announcements and sent to your Davidson County Community College emails. The second folder that you see is labeled Course Syllabus, College Policies, and Course Entry Assignment. Please make sure that you read the course syllabus carefully, as it has a lot of very important information in it. There is also a Course Entry Assignment in this block. This assignment must be completed by January the 15th at 23:59. If you do not complete this assignment by the deadline, you will be dropped from the course for non-participation. So do make sure that you complete the course entry assignment by January the 15th. Underneath of this entry assignment, the syllabus quiz, you will see an introductions forum. Since we're online and we don't get to see each other face to face, please go ahead and make a post in the introduction forum so that we can get to know each other. This syllabus quiz and the introduction form do count as grades for the course in the other assignments category. Now let's take a look at a couple things in the course syllabus. On the first page, you will find my contact information as well as my office hours. This gives you the information you need to get a hold of me when you have questions. Under Course Information and Student Learning Outcomes, you will see 4 student learning outcomes. These are the overarching goals of our course. Under Course Requirements, you will see that you need MyMathLab Access, which does include a copy of the ebook that we are using for the course. So that means that the paper book is optional. However, MyMathLab is not. You must be registered for MyMathLab on or before January the 15th. Failure to do this will result in zeros on all MyMathLab assignments for the course. Now, here's something very important that you need to pay attention to regarding MyMathLab. When you set up the class in MyMathLab, make sure that you have your Davidson County Community College email address as your address in MyMathLab. The reason that this is so important is because that email address is the link I use to move your grades from MyMathLab into our official Moodle gradebook. If you do not have the correct email address in MyMathLab, I will not be able to import your grades, and that means that you will receive zeros for any transferred homework assignments. So please make sure as soon as you set this up that you make sure you have the right email address in MyMathLab. Under Methods of Instruction and Evaluation, you will see the course grading policy. Make sure that you read this closely, and if you have any questions, get in touch as soon as possible. You will notice that the tests for this course are proctored, and there are 5 of them. There are 4 proctored chapter tests and 1 proctored cumulative final exam. So please make sure that you read the testing information sheet posted in Moodle and ask any questions about that as soon as possible. There are 4 categories in our gradebook. Homework, 15%. Chapter tests are 40%, other assignments are 15%, and the final exam is 30%. As far as makeups go, you are expected to complete all assignments on time and submit them by the deadlines. The makeup policy is listed here. Make sure that you read it closely and ask any questions if you have them. As far as grade adjustments go, the 2 lowest scores in the other assignments category will be dropped at the end of the semester. If you're looking at your test grades, the final exam score will replace your lowest test score if your final exam score is higher. You can also earn a few bonus points by earning achievements in the class, which are listed in this table. Make sure that every day you are logging into the course, both into Moodle and MyMathLab, and paying attention to the pacing guides that are posted in Moodle. These will get you through the course in a timely fashion and keep you from missing important deadlines. So please make sure that you are logging in and paying attention to the pacing guides and other important documents in Moodle. Also make sure that you are checking your Davidson County Community College email regularly. Underneath of the course syllabus folder, you will see a course schedule and testing information folder. The course schedule is a link to a calendar that is in Google Sheets. You do need to be logged into your Davidson County Community College account to be able to open this document. Once you have it open, you'll see that there is a tab for each month of the semester, and each day is labeled with the section that you are expected to be working on for that particular time. Under testing information, you will see 2 documents, a testing information sheet and the Learning Commons Testing Center information. Make sure that you read through this testing information sheet closely because it explains when you will be taking tests and how to set up your testing appointments. Now let's take a look at the MyMathLab folder. You have a link to MyMathLab right up at the top, and underneath is the registration handout that will guide you through setting up your MyMathLab account. There is also technical support phone numbers and web pages listed for MyMathLab and Moodle. So if you have issues with your computer with either MathLab or Moodle, these are the folks to get in touch with. There's also a link to Thinking Storm, which is DCCC's free online tutoring service, and a flyer for the free tutoring hours in the Learning Commons. And finally, after the MyMathLab folder, you will see folders for our different units. Right now, the only folders that are available are for our first chapter, which is Chapter 5. When we get closer to the end of Chapter 5, you'll see Chapter 6 pop up in Moodle. So under Chapter 5, what you will see is a Chapter 5 information sheet. This lists all of the objectives, the MyMathLab assignments, and some testing information for Chapter 5. And then you will see the Chapter 5 pacing guide. This is a very important document. This is your guide for what to do on which day of the week. So that it's Monday, January 8th. You're supposed to watch this video, read your syllabus and take the syllabus quiz, register for MyMathLab, run the browser check and install the plugins, and then start working on Section 5.1. If you follow these pacing guides for each chapter, you'll be able to do all your work and get it turned in by the due dates with no problem at all. The due dates are a little bit later on each assignment than they are in these pacing guides. That is not because I expect it to take you longer to complete those assignments. It's because there is a built-in makeup time into each of those assignments. So if you're looking at January 9th and something happens to your computer and you can't do your Section 5.1 homework, all is not lost because there's some makeup time built into the due date. So I expect you to do Section 5.1 on January 9th, but you do have a little bit of wiggle room. You will also see some Chapter 5 fill-in notes. These fill-in notes go with the video lectures in MyMathLab. So you're supposed to print these off and fill them in as you watch the videos and read your textbook. So this takes the place of a regular in-class lecture. Under other assignments, you see that there is a worksheet posted. You're supposed to do the worksheet once you've studied Section 5.4. and you can see that the worksheet is due by 23:55 on January the 22nd. We are also going to have a Chapter 5 project, which will be posted under the Chapter 5 project header when we get a little closer to the end of the chapter, and there will also be a Chapter 5 review. Underneath the regular chapter folder, there's a Chapter Badges folder. So this is where you will be able to access your badges for the course once you have earned them, and there will be a folder for each chapter. So that's a quick rundown of all the stuff that you need to be aware of in Moodle. Now let's take a quick look at My Math Lab. This is what the page will look like when you first log in to before you actually log into My Math Lab, when you click on the link in Moodle. When you're first registering, if you do not have a My Math Lab account, you'll come down here to Register and Student. Once you've got your registration complete, you can just click on Sign In. Once you sign in, you'll see a screen that looks similar to this one, only yours won't have as much stuff in it. And what you'll do is you'll come to our class, Math 172, Section WA, click on the link, and it will open up the course. The first thing you should do once you're in is run this browser check to make sure that you have all the correct plugins installed. Chapter Contents is the textbook. So all you have to do to get to different pieces of the textbook is click on the chapter and the section that you want. Then you can click on eText and it will open the book. Assignments is where you will see your assignments for the homework for the course. Right now, none of the assignments have been released because it's a day early, but once tomorrow rolls around, you will see a populated list under assignments. Each one of your homework assignments is linked to a study plan in My Math Lab. So what happens is when you miss questions on the homework, it will earmark those in the study plan. So when you get to the end of the chapter, the study plan is a personalized test review. So I highly recommend that you do the study plan before you take your test for each unit. The gradebook is exactly what it sounds like. It is a gradebook. However, this gradebook does not have any weights in it, as it is not our official gradebook for the course. Your actual grade for the course will be kept in Moodle. eText is just simply another copy of chapter contents or of the textbook. So that's the basics of what is going on in My Math Lab. So again, this is just a quick breakdown to get you off on the right foot for Math 172. Welcome to the class, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch. You can drop by my office, which is GS235. You can send email, or you can call me on the phone. My office hours are Monday and Wednesday from 11 to 11:50 a.m. and then from 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 11:50 a.m. If none of these times can work into your schedule, please feel free to call me or email me and ask about making an appointment. Or if you're already on campus, just feel free to drop by my office and see if I'm in. One word of warning, I have an off-campus class on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, so Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, you're not very likely to find me on campus after 12 o'clock. Thanks, and good luck with the course, and I'll talk to you later.